everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be taking a walk into Toys R Us. I want to check out the store, see what they've got. Last time I was in Toys R Us was early spring sometime. I'm thinking like May, maybe April, somewhere around there. So it's been a while, and the last one I checked out was actually a smaller Toys R Us inside of a mall. Today, we're going to a Toys R Us that is its own store, its own outlet store. So that's really cool. It should be a bigger store. I'm very excited. I'm actually already here. I'm sitting in the parking lot, so we're just about to head in. So yeah, let's get out of the car here and go inside. It's really nice to be able to go back into Toys R Us. I'm excited to see what they have. Again, I haven't been in here since the early spring, so I don't really know what to expect. Hello. Of course, like most stores nowadays, they were playing some very copyrighted music, so I'm gonna do a little voiceover as I go through the toys. I wanted to start specifically in the Lego section because that is what my channel is all about. And right here, this F1 car display is fire. I mean, look at that. I was like, man, if I could buy that display, I would. It's got such cool artwork on it. It's a little glass case. Over here, they've got some of those poly bags, and it's quite interesting. I didn't realize they made Super Mario poly bags. A lot of the prices you're going to see here, it's all in Canadian dollars, as well as everything is like a little bit priced higher. They have a lot of signs everywhere though that says they are doing price matching, of course, so you don't have to worry too much if you find a cheaper price on Amazon or something. Go talk to a clerk, and they should be able to help you out with getting the price to be matched down. But I wanted to see specifically today what they had for some Minecraft stuff. I found a little bit along the aisle shelf here. Not really the set I was looking for at like $28, but not bad, not bad. Of course, we got to take a walk down the aisle itself, and they have a small little Ninjago selection. I was actually kind of surprised. Same with the Star Wars. There wasn't a lot of Star Wars. I'm always interested in this clone and droid battle pack. Just the price that they have it at right now, I still don't want to buy any. I'm hoping for maybe like a 30 or 40% off eventually, and I think I'll pick that set up. This set specifically right here, I actually just recently got on an Amazon sale, so I'm just waiting on that one to actually come in, which is kind of cool. I think I got like 30% off. So yeah, lots of sales happening because we're around that Black Friday time right now. But there's another one of those battle packs that I'm so interested in getting. I'm not ready to pull the trigger yet. Of course, you got your Lego Disney stuff. Doesn't really interest me too much. But they also got some Sonic there as well, and a little bit of Marvel. Love me some Sonic. I'm starting to really get into it. I picked up a few sets on sale, and I think they're honestly perfect. They look so cool. Now, one thing I did notice when I was looking at some of these Disney sets, look at the damage on this box. I mean, that's crazy. It's crushed, it's taped, and I don't think it's like a floor model or return where like you get a deal on the price because of the box being messed up. I think it's just a crushed box. I noticed just under it as well, here was another Disney set that was crushed. I was like, oh no, the Lego sets. Taking a hit on the transport trucks, but you know, I guess they still have to sell them, which is unfortunate for the retailer here, right? They still have to try and hustle that destroyed product. But I love that they have these little poly bags on the end of the shelves. It's really nice. And honestly, this Toys R Us has done a decent job with the displays. They got some really awesome Lego displays up there. On the left side, there's more botanicals. I really don't care about those at all, if I'm being honest. It is my least favorite Lego theme. Now, Harry Potter's pretty interesting theme. I thought this pirate ship here is pretty cool. Other than that, right now, not too much of the Harry Potter sets are really interesting me. I don't know if it's like the hype for it's died down, like we haven't had the original 7 movies or 8 movies come out in almost a decade now, I think. So yeah, like Harry Potter slowly kind of getting out of my mind, you know? I think more about the Fantastic Beasts when I think of Harry Potter now. But of course, you've got your Animal Crossing here, and it's a underrated theme in my book. I'm really hoping that we don't get rid of this theme altogether. I know a bunch of the sets are retiring at the end of this year, but I think it's so cool. Like it's like the modern day Fabuland. We're getting proper animal figures in minifigure form, and yeah, the molds are incredible. Prices aren't necessarily the cheapest, but yeah, I mean, it's a sleeper. I think it's a sleeper theme that's just going to keep going up and up in value and demand. I don't think people have really realized how awesome it is to have animal minifigures. I think it's fantastic. If I could afford to buy more sets, I'd be picking up probably every single Animal Crossing set, but of course, budgets do not allow that. So we can just keep on dreaming for right now. But I did bring a basket with me as well. I was actually really hopeful that I would find some smaller Lego sets to pick up, but so far I haven't found anything small that's up my alley. They had some One Piece sets. I love the One Piece. There's 2 sets I still need. I need that small little hut set with Shanks as well as Buggy's clown tent. I still have to pick up those 2 sets. So they did have them in stock, but I just figured, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to pick them up just yet. I have the bigger ones already, but they didn't have like a ton of big sets. Here's another dented set. This is one of the Friends ones. R.I.P. my soldier. We'll see you in the next life. You know, that poor guy. I don't know how it got dented like that. I'm hoping it was through shipment and not some kid that came in and just whacked it against the ground or something. You never know, right? But so I wanted to take a little walk now around the aisle. I'm always checking at the ends of the aisle because you never know what you might miss out on. For example, like they had this Lord of the Rings set. I'm like, why is this just hanging out on the corner of the shelf? I go, this set is a heater. I love it. One of those bookshelf style displays. They had another end set here. This is for the Lego Dreams, a theme that I'm not really interested in yet. I don't know. Maybe that time will change. I'm not into it right now. Nothing like of the sets have really interested me. Of course, you've got the Lego Duplos. Now, I took a quick look at them because I just wanted to see them. Like, what does the toddler sets cost? And then I looked at this big set here, and I was like, oh my, $190 Canadian for a toddler's playset. It's a cool playset, but I was like, whoa, the price, that is crazy. Like, that price is wild. Like, if I'm gonna spend $190 on my toddler, he's getting real Lego. I don't care if, you know, he's not ready for the small pieces or not. You know, like you're paying for it. Like, now I did pick up some Duplos in a thrift store recently, and that set I just showed with the Mickey and Mouse, I actually have that, and I think it's complete, which is kind of crazy. They do have some more Minecraft stuff here, kind of your mid-range sets between like your $40 to like $100. I still didn't find. I was really hopeful for like the $20 and under sets. There's a desert set with some mobs, I think. That's like a $15 set that I'm looking for. So on the top there, they actually had some empty spots with sets. So I think Minecraft sells pretty well. You know, I mean, Minecraft's a strong brand, and they had the movie come out this year, so I think that's really helping push sales of Minecraft. This set was kind of interesting. I didn't realize it was on its side until I pulled it off. I'm like, ooh, that's actually a pretty cool set. You know, price is okay, but it's just a really cool Enderman set altogether. And then, you know, next to it, you got your Super Mario sets. I think these are really cool. The pricing kind of bothers me, if I'm being honest. I don't know. When you're spending so much money on other themes, it's hard to jump into a theme like that knowing that you're going to drop hundreds of dollars. But once you start to buy them, you know, you'll really appreciate the figures you have and all that good stuff. But they did have some small sets on the side here. There was the Piggy House, which I thought was kind of cool, but it's not a set necessarily I think I want to get at like full price, to be honest. I was like, not really doing it for me. I don't need a Piggy House for any kind of Minecraft MOCs. Here's some stuff that really doesn't interest me, honestly. The Lego City stuff, basic city. You got your Lego Champions as well, the race car sets. I'm not a car person. I'm not a space person. Like, I'm not a spaceship kind of guy. So this stuff kind of gets lost in my eyes. But you know what? I always got to take a look at it and show some love. I do like the Fast and Furious cars, but that's because I like the movie. Moving on, you got your Creator 3-in-1 sets. These sets are fire. Honestly, they've been growing on me tenfold. I really like the idea that you're buying one set and technically getting 3, because now I've actually bought a lot of sets and ripped them apart to do different builds, and I think it's cool that this just gives you instructions for it. Like this one, you got a giraffe, I think it was some deer, and then you have that lion. That lion looks so cool. I was like, dude, why didn't they put the lion as like the home page? They said they put the giraffe. I don't really know why, but you know, that 3-in-1 is a banger. I mean, you got great builds there. This one I never seen before. I was really interested in. It's a house build 3-in-1. So there's 3 different designs. You've kind of got like a tall tower one, a long hot dog version, and then you kind of got like your apartment building condo style with multi-floors and different kind of views. And you know what? Really cool set. I'm like, you know what? If you're going to buy a set for a kid, that's a really good set. So, you know, when they're bored of it after they've built it, you can tell them, hey, there's 2 other ways to build it. Break it apart, rebuild it. That was it for the Lego stuff. I was really, really shocked, honestly. So I just decided, you know what? I'm going to take a little look-see at the other toys in the toy sections because you know what? Things are changing. Brands are changing. Themes are changing. New stuff is popular. Some stuff has unfortunately gone to the shadow realm. But yeah, you know, I was really interested to just kind of walk through here. You know, I was like, oh, Minecraft movie on the Blu-ray and DVD, that's cool. They had Minecraft movie glasses. I'm like, yo, they ain't holding back on merch. They making anything with the Minecraft movie theme and slapping you on there. Of course, you got the Pokemon stuff. They got a lot there. Some cool plushies as well. I mean, you know, plushies are cool, right? They're nice little collectibles. Not too bad. There was a lot of like Minecraft themed toys. A lot of it was from the movie, which I was like, wow, like I didn't realize they made this much merchandise. I knew they made Minecraft Lego sets based off of the movie, but not toy line of the Minecraft movie. And there's a lot of it here. There's a ton. They even got the little wolf, and it's a toy. You hit it and it makes a noise. I was trying so long and it took a while, but I actually got the mouth to move, and I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. Nice little interactive. I always like stuff like that. Flipping on the other side is kind of like their action figure area. Not too much crazy stuff, just like some Sonic stuff. You know, Sonic's always cool in the action figure form. And then we're kind of getting into the Mario collectibles, which I didn't realize there was that much stuff of. You know, I knew there was plushies. The plushies always, I find, just so cool. I mean, look at that shell. The first thought I had was take that shell and whack somebody over the head with it. 10 points, you know? That was the first thought I had. And then this is, what do they call these? Fugglers? It's like a fugly thing, right? Like it's an ugly toy, plushies, but SpongeBob. Look how haunted this SpongeBob looks. And then they've got Patrick, who looks 10 times creepier. Like, yeah, I was actually baffled. I'm like, this is crazy. Like that's creepy, cool, and weird all in the same breath. Very nice. They do have a little clearance section of toys, which I was surprised about. Nothing really interested me, unfortunately, but you know, I was like, that's kind of cool to see. And then this comes to be one of my most nostalgic aisles. Bakugan and Beyblades. Oh my. I forgot how much I love these brands. And man, it was incredible to see shelves filled with this stuff. The Bakugan selection wasn't the greatest, but the Beyblades, bro. You've got the launchers with the Beyblade. You've got small little Beyblade packs where they're individuals. You've got just launchers. They had some of the OG ones. I think they're all plastic now, but they had like the OG characters from the original TV show. I was like looking at the pictures like, bro, I remember these guys. They went hard back in the day. And they actually had some cheap ones. There was like, what was that, $14.99 for just a single Beyblade? Not bad, because when I was young, for the Beyblade Metal Fusion, I think it was called, we were paying between $10 to $14 a pack. So I'm like, bro, 2025 and there's that price? I know like the quality of the products changed and whatnot, but I'm like, man, I could pick up me some Beyblades and go crazy. Then I wanted to take a look at the Bakugan section. They just had like a collectible tin, and there was like 3 shelves worth of it. And it just didn't interest me, but it was on sale, which I was like, that's kind of cool. I looked up the prices, and the sale price is basically kind of the new bottom dollar price online, at least. So kind of cool to see in the stores that they are just generally keeping up to date with the pricing. I was like a battle arena for Bakugan. Again, just nothing interested me there. I was really hoping just for a pack of Bakugan, like what they used to have, but maybe they're just out right now. This is a Luffy from One Piece, one of those, I think they call them Gojos or something. It's this new kind of stretchy style action figure. Just a cool type of toy. I thought it was interesting. And yeah, again, it's so cool to see how things have changed. Like, I'm mind blown. Just mind blown. I mean, especially too, like I'm in this store. It's busy. I mean, it's like 11 in the morning. I tried to go at a time when I thought it'd be quiet. Not quiet. Every mom was out there checking out toys, taking a look at stuff. I know we're getting slowly into the Christmas vibes. So, you know, of course, you gotta look for presents, right? This section here, you've got no name Nerf guns, which I didn't know existed. So you got Fortnite, which was fire. I'm like, that's so cool. No name Nerf guns. And then behind this section is the real name Nerf gun stuff. And they had some, I think it was Sonic there as well. I'm like, bro, that's some crazy brands. But then you got the Nerf. Okay, Nerf ruled my childhood, okay? I would used to go over to my schoolyard. I live right next to my elementary school. So I'd go over there with some friends after school and we would shoot Nerfs in the yard because it was enclosed. And I love everything Nerf. I haven't touched it in years. I had no idea they did Minecraft Nerf. I'm like, bruh, get out of here. I can get a chicken gun? Bro, I was like, a chicken pistol? I'm kind of up for it. You know, I was like, why not? Like, that's crazy. Like, they had what was it, an ender one and then a cave spider. I'm like, whoa, why do you have a cave spider? I'm like, give me a Steve pistol. Give me a Steve pistol. That'd be hilarious. But dude, if I was between the ages of 5 and probably 18, you know, let's just say 5 and 25, because I'm 25, I would buy these. Like, why not, dude? It's so cool. If you're in a Nerf, I mean, why not get some themed stuff, right? I always love the pistols because they're cheap and it's just enough. You get the pistol, get some ammo, you can start shooting people. You know what I mean? You can shoot your best friends. It's a hoot and a holler. I am all for everything Nerf. And then one thing I think that's seen here, I've never seen a Nerf, was the little, what do they call them? Bubbles? Little BB? They're gel balls. And I believe they explode on impact. I could be wrong about that. But I didn't realize Nerf has gotten into that. So yeah, they had a whole section right here of them. And they actually had little ammo packs, which I thought was just so cool to see. Another like nostalgic thing. Buying the ammo packs. They had dart packs as well for the Nerf guns, which I thought was so cool. I'm like, man, if I had some kids right now, they getting all the Nerf guns. And then they had some Demon Slayer swords, foam swords, which I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool because I miss the foam swords. I have a friend who we used to have these axes and swords and shields, and we had a hoot and a holler. Let me tell you, we got up to no good. It was a lot of fun. Right here is more of the like heavy duty Nerf guns. I didn't think they had any, and then I went to like the side aisle, and I was like, ooh, here's like all the machine guns with the huge mags. You got the drum mags. You've got turret guns. I'm like, bro, and I think some of them said they're motorized. I'm like, dude, get out of here. I know back in the day we had to actually customize them to get them to actually be motorized, and it cost a lot of money. Now they're just motorized for funsies, which is wild. But you know what? Yeah, Toys R Us 2025. What a banger of a store. I'm so happy with how things look in this store. Well, that was weird. I got Pokemon cards. Wasn't expecting to buy any, but I did. Why not? Well, I didn't know what to expect in that Toys R Us. I was hoping for like a little bit more stock on stuff, but hey, nonetheless, always fun to go in there and take a look and see what they have. So that was great. And of course, I came out with Pokemon cards. Why not? I figured, you know, I've been seeing so many videos online of them. I'm like, I gotta open something and try it out. We'll see. I got a Cleffa? I thought it was Clefairy, but it's Cleffa. I'm back home now, and of course, I wouldn't just buy something and not open it up. So we're going to open up these packs here. This Mega Evolutions pack was $8, and this blister pack of Temporal Forces plus the promo card was $34. I don't know nothing about Pokemon prices, if that was good, that was bad, not quite sure. I got some penny sleeves and top loaders because I'm not a complete degenerate. But thank you, Dad. I stole that from his hockey collection. So we're going to use those today if we get anything kind of cool. But yeah, you know what? I'm not going to be doing this all the time. I just figured, you know what? I was there. They had some Pokemon stuff, and I wouldn't mind reliving my childhood a little bit. I mean, I haven't opened up Pokemon in, 12 years? Something like that. So yeah, I mean, hey, why not, right? Mega Evolutions. I'm hoping that the card trick is the same as what it used to be. 3 and then 2. We'll see. Of course, we've got whatever this is. If there's a code, of course there is. Yeah, y'all can have that. Enjoy. If you use the game, 1, 2, 3, and then we take the 2, and I'm pretty sure you throw them in the back. We'll see. We'll see if that works into our favor or not. Of course, you never know. First card's Chikorita, Mantine, Milk Tank, love that bro. I love him. Shroodle, never heard of that one. Crawdont, I've always loved that guy. Some of the water stuff. Mystery Garden as a stadium card. Jinx, that's pretty cool. We got a Meganium. Oh, that was a horrible way to say it, but that's from like the Soul Silver era, right? Heart Gold and stuff, that's cool. And then I think that's like our rare, and then behind this will be our, nope, okay. Well, this one's a shiny card, so that's, I don't know if it's just an uncommon or something. We got a basic energy and Solrock. Is that, oh no, we got one more card. And Lopunny. Cool. Okay, well, not sure what's going on again. I don't know much about the cards. That was kind of fun. So that was our first pack. We'll actually just throw it all out of the way. Keep those guys there. And let's open up that blister pack. This guy, Temporal Forces. Okay, cool. If I don't get anything kind of like interesting or fancy from these packs, I may never buy them again. But hey, you know what? I wanted to feel something today. I wanted to feel some type of surprise. You know, a little bit of gamble as well. But this blister pack will be a little bit nicer having 3 packs. There's that code again if y'all would like it. That's for the blister pack. And then the Cleffa. This is the promo, which is pretty cool. It is, of course, bent, like they all used to be in those blister packs. That's why I hated buying blister packs, but hey, not too shabby. Okay, 3 packs of Temporal Forces. Cool. Very nice. Looks like a lot of the Pokemon I still recognize from the old days, so that's kind of nice to see. I have a feeling I messed up that card trick, though. There's that code for y'all. Enjoy it. You know what? We're just not going to do the card trick for this one. We'll see where it takes us. Golett, Dunsparce, Snob. Never heard of that one. Mudbray, Mudsdale. Whoa, that is words I can't pronounce. Code breaking. Okay. Sawsbuck. There is, I think, our rare Vincenti. And then I think that's, you know, maybe that was our uncommon, and this one's our rare Cottony. Oh, never mind. We have a EX Scovillain. That's interesting. Is that like a multi? Is that a plant Pokemon? That's kind of crazy. Of course, we got to get the fire energy in there. Very nice. Cool. So we did get a hit. Awesome. Very cool. Can I figure this penny sleeve out? Is there a side to it? Come on. What? Okay, you know what? We'll grab a different one. There we go. It's supposed to be somewhat easy. You know what? This one's so special. We're going to put it in a top loader. Boop. Cool. Try and get it in there. There. Very, very nice. We actually got an EX. I wasn't expecting that today. Now, I didn't really pay attention when I was opening the pack, to be honest. I don't actually still know how that card trick goes. There is a way for it. Maybe it's 3-in-1 or something like that. I don't know. Just confusing. Ooh, flicked it out of the way. There's that next code for the second pack. And yeah, we'll just leave them all the same again. It was easier that way for me, at least. Got another Cottony, Carvanha, Ekans. Oh, I love those guys. Team Rocket, what a vibe. Turtwig, so cool to see that. Sandy Shocks, Riansulus, Mist Energy. We got a Beldum. Oh, I remember this guy. He was pretty weak in the games, to be honest. And a Croconaw. Anything else behind it? Oh, look at that. We got the actual evolution of that. So this is the middle one. I forget what the little baby starter Pokemon's called, but we got Farah Alligator. Man, my pronunciation on these names, I'm butchering them, but another cool card, though. I'm not sure if it's like an expensive or rare one of any kind, but it's got the little border of shininess, so it is kind of cool. What is wrong with me in these little penny sleeves? Is it my sweaty hands? Why can't I get them to open? It's kind of weird. I literally, you know what? Okay. We'll just leave that one there. We got one more pack. Let's open it up. See what's inside. You know what? So far, I've actually enjoyed this unboxing. There is the very last code for today, so you know, if you scored all of them, good on you. Good on you. I know a lot of people do like the game, at least the online one. So we got Drillbur, Raylor, Ponyta, Chatot, Screamtail. Whoa. It's like a Jigglypuff hybrid? That's actually wild. Heavy Baton, Iron Valiant, Coradian. Ugh, that was bad pronunciation. And Heatmore. Oh, and we had another one. Roaring Moon. Very nice. I think that's our rare. And yeah, of course, I can't get the penny sleeves to work, but kind of cool. Nice. We got some interesting pulls here of some different evolutions, some newer ones, and then of course I think our little breadwinner will be the Scovillain EX. Very cool. Guys, that is going to be the end of today's shopping vlog. Thank you so much for joining me on my journey to go and check out Toys R Us and see what they have for stock in 2025, late 2025. And you know what? Actually, they didn't have a lot of Lego. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I think they're actually selling quite a bit of stuff. They was actually pretty busy when I walked in there this morning, so I was surprised to see that. But yeah, and again, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that little Pokemon card unboxing. It's not something I'm going to be doing all the time or anything like that, so please don't expect Pokemon card videos or anything. I just did it because I showed you guys that I bought the cards, so I figured, why wouldn't I just show you opening them, right? Why not, right? So yeah, thank you guys though so much for watching this video. I will catch you all in another Lego specific video very soon. I'm going to open up some more thrift store bags coming this weekend, so if you guys enjoy those videos, keep your eyes peeled for that. Till next time, peace out.